Today, I really want to get into some strategies that are going to get you direct results as opposed to just spinning your wheels. So if you're ready, let's go. So there's something about running that gets all that blood going to my head. And I always have a lot of thoughts and flashbacks and ideas when I finish my run. And today was no exception. So I was remembering a conversation that I had with an actor recently who was having a lot of problems finding time for her acting career. And then the whole reason that she was on this coaching call with me was because she was not happy with where her career was. And I find that this is a really, really common problem. And look, I get it. We're all juggling a lot of things, especially as actors, right? So even I make my living full-time as an actor, but I'm still a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a dog mom, I'm a coach. I've got a podcast. I've got all these other things that I'm doing, just like most of us. So where do you find the time to actually fit in all the things that you need to do in order to thrive in that career? And that's really the question that she had. And what it comes down to, very honestly, is prioritization. You have to make the time, and then you have to treat that time as sacred. So let's just use an analogy. Say, for instance, you go to the gym once a month. You're certainly not going to expect to be ripped or jacked after one day a month at the gym, right? Even if you go to the gym 3 times a week, it's going to be a lot better. You are going to definitely start to see improvements. Your acting career is really no different. If you don't dedicate any kind of specific time per week to your career, how can you actually expect to see incremental improvements? And just like going to the gym, you have to also think about targeting specific areas. So for your body, that might be your biceps and your quads. But for your career, it's more than just attending workshops and classes and doing all those kind of things. It's also very much about doing the kinds of things that actually create opportunities for you to audition, because that's how we get work. So anything that is directly contributing to you getting an audition is going to be on the right track. And those are the kind of activities that you want to fit into your schedule. So I'm going to get into those exact activities in just a little bit. But first, I think we need to understand what the difference is between hard activities and soft activities, because there are those activities that will directly lead to more opportunities for you to audition. And then there are those other opportunities that feel good. They're necessary. They help you with your craft, your creativity, but they don't necessarily directly lead to any kind of opportunities to audition. So here's the thing. You really need to think of your career like a bird with 2 wings. And so both of these activities are really, really necessary. The one wing is your skill, your talent, your energetic signature, your unicorn factors, everything that makes up you as the actor. But the other wing are all the things that keep you as the actor in business, in the business of being an actor. And that's your mindset, branding, marketing, networking, and community. And unless you have 2 strong wings, you are never going to get up off the ground and soar. So now let's get into the difference between the activities that are supporting your business of being an actor or the activities that are supporting you as a human being and as an actor. You as a human being and as an actor need to be working on your skills. You need to be working on your craft. You need to be in the right frame of mind. You need to be happy and healthy. So anything that directly correlates to that, think workshops, yoga, journaling, meditation, classes, even things like doing research on Netflix. It is necessary for our job to understand what's out there as far as what's being offered, what kind of worlds do we fit into. But do any of those activities directly lead to an opportunity to audition? No. They do not. Unless you are taking a workshop with a casting director or with another filmmaker, then it possibly could. Those I call soft activities. On the other side, you've got your hard activities. Those are all of the activities that lead directly to opportunities to audition. They may not directly lead to an audition, but they are a stepping stone on the way to getting an audition. Having the correct mindset for the business of being an actor. And then after that comes branding, marketing, networking, and community. And all of these things are integral. It's not that one is more important to the other. They all work together holistically to give you a thriving acting career. So now it's time to take stock. I want you to actually really think about this. Make a list for yourself of all of the hard activities that you do. How clear are you on your branding? How good is your pitch, which feeds into your marketing and your networking? How do you have more than one pitch? All of those kind of things. And when you finish that, be honest with yourself now. Be radically honest with yourself, because that's also really important, that we are always being radically honest and we are holding ourselves radically accountable. When you take a look at that list, most of you will find that 80% of your time is being spent on soft activities, while only 20% of your time is being spent on hard activities. And what you need to do is flip that so that you're spending 80% of your time on hard activities and 20% of your time on soft activities. This is a Pareto principle. So for any of you that are familiar with this, that is the principle that says 20% of your work will yield 80% of your outcome. As you're making your new list of what you need to do, the 80% of hard activities, the 20% of soft activities, make sure that you are including things that make you feel just a little bit uncomfortable. And in order to get to the next level, you have to grow. In order for that growth to happen, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the growth does not happen within your comfort zone. It happens outside of your comfort zone. And here's another thing that's a benefit of this is that when you are constantly putting yourself out there, you are going to find that rejection, which is a hard fact of this industry, is not quite as bitter, because you know that you are always creating new opportunities for yourself. If you've gotten value out of this so far, then take a sec to like and subscribe to the channel. And that way you won't miss any one of these podcasts that have a lot of great tips for keeping you on track to getting your goals done. You also need to shift your mindset, because when you do this, you make a declaration that this is what you want to do. You are setting an intention, and that intention creates the behavior, which then creates confidence, which then creates the new identity, which is who you want to be as your future actor self. And that's like a flywheel that just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Don't forget that consistency matters. Even small steps taken every day on a consistent basis are going to yield you amazing results. Remember the turtle and the hare, right? The turtle just kept plodding along while the rabbit would sprint ahead and then take a nap and fall asleep and blah, blah, blah. But if you just keep plodding along, you are going to win the race. And lastly, make sure to set boundaries for yourself that protect those times that you've set aside to work on your career. So let me know in the comments what activities you are going to commit to this week. And until next time, you stay your bold and beautiful self. Bye-bye.